Alright, so how we kicking it?
All right, let me just.
Got the live stream.
Live stream, man. We're going live.
Y'all official today.
All right. Okay.
Come on, samples. Come on, samples.
What's up, everybody?
Very light.
What's up, everybody? We're about to get kicked off here in a second. I think we're going to start off with Childish. Childish, we'd love for you to kind of talk to the people, man, let them know a little bit about you, what you've done, and what they expect from you in the future, man. You know, some of the things that you're working on.
Keyboard ain't coming up. But, hold up, you said what I've done?
Yeah, what you ate for breakfast?
What I ate for, alright, so, yeah, I'm Childish Major. I'm an artist, producer, from South Carolina, based out of Atlanta. Been here since 2011. Production-wise, I did You Don't Even Know for Rocco Future and Rick Ross. That was like my entry into the game. And then from there, I did Green Mile for SZA. Did 4 on Jeezy's Seen It All album. Recently, For Your Eyes Only, J. Cole produced the title track on there. And yeah, got some other stuff going on too. Just recently dropped a song produced by J. Cole called Supply Love. That's on everything. Got a song out, Happy Birthday, featuring SZA and Isaiah Rashad too. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, that's what I got going on.
Cool. And we got 30 Rock in here too, man.
Yeah, man.
Tell them a little bit about yourself, 30.
I'm from New York, Bronx, New York. I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. Production credits, I'm signed to Mike Will Made It, which is under Ear Drummers. I've done stuff for Ray Shrimmer. The last single that I had was, well, the previous thing I did was Yo Gotti's Nicki Minaj, Rake It Up. I work with Ray Shrimmer, Thug, Future. My first hit single was T-Wayne Nasty Freestyle, which was first Let Me Hop Out the Motherfucking Porsche. You know, like, that was my introduction to the game, really. I've been working with everybody, man, so, yeah, that's basically it, though.
He's the man.
Nah, you the man. Nah, but that's basically it, man.
All y'all alive?
They not alive.
Everybody eat lunch?
We ain't playing,
All right, wake up.
no beats until
Wake up.
All right, let's see if these beats wake them up in a second. Yo, I'll let you guys format the way you guys want to format this thing. Show the people what you want to show. Maybe y'all can collab on something.
Okay. So is it more important about making something than the time? I guess like this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just think people want to see your world, what you guys do, your process, your flow, and hear some dope ass music at the end of the day.
All right, bet. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna start off with some tunes, dang, y'all get to see everything I got. You know what I'm saying? See what I don't got. That ain't even right. Actually, you know, you want to just collab my phone? Yeah, we can do it. I'm gonna drag that in. Make this real simple.
That's a start.
You just gotta try shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Stuff. I'm looking on time, but we ain't worried about that.
Oh, we ain't worried about it, man.
All right, baby.
Take your time.
Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, I see that. Would you like to screen share?
It's my wife, bro. Hey, baby, we making beats right now. Put her on the big screen.
Yeah,
Dope.
like that.
Good shit.
So I just put this.
Yeah, let me put the, you got HG lines in too?
Yeah.
Perfect, that's it.
Question.
Oh, it's on the, it's on the display.
So, cool.
And then what you want to do? It's usually up there.
Huh? You went?
It was on?
Can it be bigger than this? Like, is that possible? I can't do that. So I'm gonna bring y'all to the dark world real quick.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all the eardrum juice. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna rock.
Good.
Is there anybody in here that use Logic? Yeah. Oh, all right, we rocking now. All right, cool. Sorry, man. I just guess I go ignorant. man, that's basically how we, you know what I'm saying, come together and we make our beats, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything's possible, you know what I'm saying? You just try shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't do much, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, just try, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be easy, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's out here for y'all. Anybody can get it. So get it.
Okay, then we can open up to some Q&A while we wait around. Anybody got any questions for the guys? Do the process? Yeah.
I saw a lot of VSTs that you were using that were external. Do you have like a preset for like your side chains, or do you normally just kind of pick it based off of how you feel the track going? I know personally I like to use waves, so I use a lot of like SSL a lot of different compressions, and sometimes I experiment with them. Do you have like a preset, or are you just kind of going with the track?
Well, with all of the wave files, that's what you're talking about, right?
Oh, the waves, like waves of Mercury, like
Okay, yeah. So with those, like, that's how I basically mix my beats. You see what I'm saying? Like, while I'm making a beat, I kind of like already like pre-mix it while it's like, you know what I'm saying, going ahead. So when I'm done with the whole beat, I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, go back and level and all this other shit. It's pointless. But that's why I basically have like everything already preset, because no matter what the snare is, you know what I'm saying, all you got to do is alter whatever, you know what I'm saying. Like you seen, I use the CLA 3A. Everything is just, you know, just alter here, alter there, and it works out. Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Any more questions?
That first plugin you used?
The first plugin? First plugin I used was called Alchemy. Yeah, that's a beast right there, man. I ain't know nothing there. I made a lot of beats in this. I think I did the Ray Shrimmer, which called that Black Real Chill with this VST, I think.
You said what is it called?
This? Alchemy. Yeah.
Take notes.
No, not you.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you big on using stock sounds, or do you like to design your own sounds?
I would like to design my own sounds. Like, it was one beat that I did when I first signed the Air Drummers. I don't know if y'all know Ears. Yeah, but so his Work Your Muscle, you know, I did that, and we took you know the 808 Mafia siren that everybody uses. We took that, with the kill bell. We took that and we like put it in and we like edited it, so we kind of like make our own sound. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is damn near made. You know what I'm saying? Except for, you know, today was just I had to make something quick, but normally I'll sit down and take time and tweak shit and, you know, do different things to make it sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay.
All right, next question. Right here.
How do you guys know when to stop working on a beat?
Right now, I've been keeping it simple. Like Rake It Up was 2 sounds. Yeah, everything I've been making lately has been 2 sounds. So it's crazy. Like I feel like when you just, as a producer, you know when it's finished. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of producers will add too much, and that's because that's the music, you know, the musician side of them. Like, you know, I'm a musician too. Like I actually play drums and stuff. So it's like I sometimes get in that mode where I be like, I think I put too much in there. You know what I'm saying? But that's that side of me. But you should know when the beat is finished. Like if you rap into it, you sitting there making that beat, you rap into it, and you breaking it down, and you like, yeah, you know, this is the perfect flow for it. You know that beat is finished.
I think simple is always better because, for one, it leaves room for the artist to actually write, you know, their parts. But then you got some artists who you want to build the world around what they're saying after they're done writing, you know, their lyrics. Like J. Cole, like for instance, it's just like you want to give him like a stripped down beat and he's gonna do his rapping, and as the story goes on, you want to make it more dramatic. You know, it goes with the lyrics that he's saying. So taking drops out or adding a little sprinkle of guitar in at a certain line or something like that. So simple as always is better.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. In the back.
Childish Major, are you playing all your parts or are you calling in session players?
Both. I with like guitar and stuff like that, I'm good enough to get ideas out, but for the most part, I know musicians that are way better than me. But sometimes whatever I would do in the moment sounds better than somebody that can like play for real. If that makes any sense, it's like better. Sometimes it's just better for the track to not be perfect, you know.
Cool. Next question. In the back.
What question you got?
So how do you guys stay fresh, like melodically, like from like saying, like I know you guys make a lot of beats, but like how do you stay away from like making the same type of beat over and over again?
My mom wouldn't even allow me to make the same beat over and over. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Mike Will would call me and be like, say for instance, like one artist got the same beat, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 artists got the same beat, you know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, yo, you gotta go back and switch drums and stuff like this. And I'd be like, nah, bro, like, I can't do it, bro. Like, my mom wouldn't allow me to like recreate the beat. So what I would have to do is like, I just have to make a brand new beat around it. Like, I try not to recreate beats. Like,
Not like recreate,
nah,
but just like, you know, stay away from same patterns or same.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't do it. Like I like every beat. Like if I play you a catalog of beats, every beat sound different. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep it different. You gotta have a wave, bro. You gotta have a wave.
For me, it comes from like listening to music. And it might not be hip hop, it might not be rap. It might just be some I don't want to say classical, like some R&B or some folk or something. Whatever it is, just to catch a different vibe. And sometimes it's good to try to recreate those melodies and then put your own spin on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta sample.
Yeah, that's something.
You said boo? Get out of here.
Next question. Right here.
Hey, so when you were saying you don't like to recreate the same beat, so what you do when you get a big record and then other big artists be like, I need something that's just like that big record?
What I would do in that situation, because that actually happens.
Like we need to rake it up. We
Yeah.
don't want just like.
What I would do is I would create something that's either that same tempo, that same bounce. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably use one sound that I used from the last beat. You get what I'm saying? But I can never, like, it's hard for me, bro, to just like sit here and try to literally recreate, break it up. Like I would sit here and be like, no.
Yeah, people ask
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it don't feel right. But what I would do is I would like take that bass guitar that's in there or whatever the bass that's in there that I use, and I would use that, and like I did with Rich Homie Quan. We got a song that's about to come out. You know what I'm saying? And I did the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I need one of those. All right, cool. That's not a problem. It sounds nothing alike, but you can hear that it's the same producer that made it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I got a question for you guys. How often do you guys hook up? How many beats a week would you say that you're cranking out?
Well, I could do 10 a day on a good day. Yeah. If I'm just sitting in the house, don't have nothing to do, I'm playing Xbox and making beats all day. It's like 10 a day, so just imagine what the end of the week is.
Back in the day, I could do 10. But now,
Do you feel like it's important though, like to keep the rust off? Like
for sure. I mean, me being an artist too, I probably don't cook up as much, but I feel like I'm always producing, because even with, working on music, like producing isn't just making the beat, you know what I'm saying? It's structuring songs. It's writing sometimes.
Yep.
It's knowing, hey, don't put an ad-lib right here, put an ad-lib right here, or say this like this. You know what I'm saying? So try not to just make beats, like learn how to structure songs and put songs together, because that's actually more important than the beat, because you can make a song from nothing. There's gonna be a song one day with just a clap and vocals, and it's just gonna be a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to be able to structure it.
Yeah, that's very important. A lot of producers, always hit us up like, man, why my beats not selling on BeatStars? Why my beats not selling here? Why not selling? I asked them, you write songs? Do you know the structure of what a song should feel like? What a melody should feel like? Like sometimes you gotta write to your own shit.
You're more valuable that way.
Yeah,
it definitely is. Yeah. It definitely is. A full song would sell faster than a song that's, well, not a full song, but a song that has a hook on it, or
something has a story on it.
Yeah, something that has a story on it will sell faster than an open beat. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I just had a question. So, how do you guys feel being at the point of your career that you are about leasing beats? Like, do you still do it? And if you do it, because we heard a story yesterday that somebody leased a beat for $300, like an exclusive, gave them all the stems, and then the guy ended up selling it for $9,000.
I was never into leasing,
Yeah.
or like the SoundClick sell a beat for $5. I was never into any of that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, with the artist I'm passionate about, I'll just produce for them until something pops. But I would never just like lease. Like it's impersonal. It's not. You never know what's gonna happen. Like that situation you just said. Like that's me personally though.
Cameraman, make sure we cut that part out.
I believe. I honestly.
I'm joking.
Oh, my fault. No diss. But that's me personally.
I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like I actually will lease beats. You know what I'm saying? And that's because you never know who's the next person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll give you a beat for $100 because I make 10 beats a day. So what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to find the next person. You know what I'm saying? So if you got $100, okay, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. And then if a bigger artist choose the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just one of them dudes. I just be like, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? We got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? On the independent side, like, let's figure something out. Like, I'll give you 3 extra beats for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beats, bro. Like, you know, so we make beats all day. Like, that's my job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna look out for you on the end. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in leasing beats. Really, yeah.
Keep that part in.
I'm just saying, like,
Take that out.
I believe in
You know,
leasing.
guys, you know, it's crazy because, you know why I'm interested in hearing these guys' perspective? Because these guys are young guys too, right? These guys were born on the internet just like the community that's online selling beats, right? So it's a struggle, like trying to understand where you fit in within the industry. You guys are based out here, right? So you're surrounded by this energy of creation within the industry all the time, and those people, superstars, are in distance of you, like right there. There's just so many people around the world that don't have access to, you know, those kind of sessions or those kind of situations. And we have people on the site making $50,000 a month selling beats from all over the world, right? But it's a whole different mind state. When you guys are cooking up and you guys are making beats, you really have that person in mind, because you might bump into that motherfucker next week, right? So it's a different story when you're cooking up for like a global consumer base when leasing and then what you guys are doing. But it's beautiful to see, you know, both worlds coming together. So.
Me personally, that's all.
Yeah. But and of course you rocking on your own beats, so you don't want to sell that shit. You want to keep that shit for yourself.
No, not even. I take
Any other
beats.
questions out there? All right, in the back.
Yeah, when you making a beat, do you like create the melody and then build the drums around that, or you like starting with the drums and build the melody around that?
No, go ahead.
No, you got it.
All right. 9 times out of 10, it's the melody first. Yeah, melodies first, because I just feel like I have to have something to, you know what I'm saying, to rock with. Like, once I have a melody down and I start like freestyling into my head, and then that's where I know, okay, this is where I'm gonna take the 808s at. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm gonna take the drums, or I'm gonna pitch the whole beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I normally create. I mean, I could create the other way too, but sometimes it's just whatever. It's really how I feel at the moment. So yeah.
Same.
I saw another hand back there. Go ahead, man.
Sometimes when you make your beats, do you just know like the right artist for the beat? Like, okay, this is for such and such, and you send it to that person. Or is there a way like sometimes where you make a beat, you think it's for that person, and it's not enough, and another person uses it, but it works?
It worked both ways.
Yeah.
That definitely worked both ways, because you can sit here and say, oh, this beat right here is for Future. And you'll walk in the studio and play that for Future, and Future will be like, next.
It's never for sure. Then you never know what the artist like,
how they feel.
Yeah, they might be on you know their typical beats, what they usually hop on, but you might come in the day one and Future might be like, man, I'm trying to make this country R&B / rock album, and then you got to switch it up.
That throws you left. So you really got to go in your hard drive and dig for that. You know what he's asking for. You know what I'm saying? But that's why throughout the week I make everything. I try to make everything. You know, I don't try to just make 10 trap beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make a trap beat. My first beat might be a trap beat. My next beat might be like a reggae, you know,
gotta be
R&B.
versatile.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically what he's saying. But it got to be like that, because you never know what type of session you're going to run into. You might run into a session, the artist might be like, look, bro, strip all the drums. I just want the melodies, and you got to recreate from that. That's like, dude, are you tripping? Like, come on, bro. I just worked hard on this. But yeah, it works both ways, though.
All right, right here.
It's crazy that you said that, because I actually was going to ask, that was my question. Do you just make trap beats or shit? Because where I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Like, you're not considered a good producer or dope in the city unless you can do multi-genres.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, like, I look at them, I was like, y'all just doing trap beats. That's easy. That's 5-10 minutes of work.
Yeah.
But try doing R&B, try doing pop, try doing reggae, try doing, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different mindset, because it's different fields and it's different money attached to it.
Oh yeah, that's way different money. That's the other money.
Yeah,
that's
you get international record versus a trap record only gonna live so far.
You right.
You know
Sometimes, yeah, he's right. Sometimes, but that's like, yeah, but that's why Walker is still living. You know what I'm saying? Like that trap that he did. You know what I'm saying? Got him overseas. You know what I'm saying? So trap can always last long. It just depends on what you're saying and what the song is about. You know what I'm saying? And can people relate to it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just keep doing you though.
All right, next question. Right here.
Outside of currently what you're doing, when you go back to the beginning of your career, what did you find to be the most effective way to start branching out and getting your music and making your connections? Because I assist Moise Beats. I'm not his manager, but I do assist him. And we've ran into, several people run into Migos, run into Cardi B. You can send them stuff all day. You can put them in your Dropbox all day. But, what is the most effective way to really linking up with somebody and making something happen?
Man. So when let me tell you, when I first got into this and was like, all right, I'm gonna do it, Twitter was very effective for me. I used to wake up every morning I used to have to be at work at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So I used to be at work at 8 o'clock, so I'll be up at 7. So by the time I'm driving to work, I'm tweeting who need beats. Yo, at Migos, I think, I got a pack for you right now. Put the flame sign, link up. And then that turned into, once I got to the stage where I started meeting everybody, it got to where it's like, hey bro, I'm not emailing you shit. Don't ask me to email shit I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stay effective. You really got to be on to social media. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on social media, people might think it's spamming. Me personally, I don't care. I think it's getting you out there. You know what I'm saying? Getting your producer out there. That's what's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Just hitting everybody, and then use your relationships. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody that knows somebody else, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And get it done. But that's how I got to where I'm at, was basically Twitter, social media. When I seen Ray Sherman asking for beats, that's how I got my deal. You know what I'm saying? I seen Ray Sherman asking for beats. I ran out of work and emailed them beats. You know what I'm saying? And they so happened to be with Mike Will, and that turned into what it is today. You know what I'm saying? So it's you have to pay attention. You got to know your peak hours. You got to know when your followers is up. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to all of that. All of that. I know my followers is up at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I can tweet whatever I want to tweet and know I'm going to get retweets. Or I know that if I say, who need beats today, email is 30rockbeats@gmail.com. I know I'm going to at least get 5 to 10 emails a day. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to know your peak hours, and you got to know what's going on.
And I also think it's important to be with your peers, who are the artists in your area, and just in your age group and everything, who are working and as hungry as you, as far as their output. So linking with them and then seeing how hungry they are, they're gonna be the best promotion for you. They're gonna be your cheerleaders. They're gonna tell other artists about your production. They're gonna tell whoever they meet about your production. I think it's super important to link with artists, and not necessarily the bigger artists, but just artists who you see are hungry and want it just as much as you do.
You really got to start small. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna work out though.
But look how confident and professional these guys are working and talking and stuff. When they walk into the studio with another artist and they see a producer with no confidence and that doesn't believe in himself, that's kind of questioning who he is in the studio, they're not going to work with that person, right? So these guys, they walk in the studio, they're as confident as another artist. You can just tell. You can just tell, though, and people want to work with other confident people. People want to work with other people that believe in themselves too. So
it takes time.
And you might want to find who's their publisher, right? Who's Cardi B's publisher? Try to get signed to that publisher so you can, have a different leverage point, So
you just really got to be on it, man. You got to do this every day. You got to know that, if you really want it, you got to wake up every morning and grind and go get it. I remember I haven't worked in, 2 years? I got fired from my job the day after I did a VMA Awards commercial. And I didn't look back, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't looked back since then. So, that should tell you a lot. I get up every morning and do this. Grind. Even days where I don't want to do it. This guy right here, he's on my ass. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have somebody to be on your ass.
It's all about the squad.
Yeah, the squad. The squad is everything. Loyalty is everything. So, you know what I'm saying? Your circle got to be tight, too. It ain't going to work if your circle's not together. Oh, yeah.
Cool, right?
Actually, on that note, I know you said loyalty is important, but really, how do you make that determination as far as, who's loyal to you? How do you decide?
You gotta go. For me, it's just a gut feeling. It's about real conversations and real. It's not about, we gotta do this. it's not about the call like, yo, we gotta go get this, we gotta go do this, we gotta go do that. It's about them caring about you as a person too, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that you straight. You know, like, man, love is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? You can feel it when you feel it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in this industry who are gonna do things for you, but you can feel like, man, what am I gonna have to do for this? You know what I'm saying? When you get that feeling, you know it's not right. But then you got family, you know what I'm saying, who, whether you still gotta work that Publix job or gotta work at Crystal's and still go, they gonna be there to pick you up when you get off work to take you to that session.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
Like that's definitely serious, because like everybody that's in my circles are really day ones. You know what I'm saying? Like the person who taught me how to make beats is his cousin. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I ended up with him. You know what I'm saying? And then like all my two producers that signed under me, like they are really my day ones. Like I went to high school with one of them, and he taught me how to play drums. You know what I'm saying? And the other one, I know he's my day one because shoot, he drove from DeKalb County all the way to Thornton Road on an expired tag to come get me one night. You know what I'm saying? So like, me and him go through a lot, you know what I'm saying? We went through a lot before the music shit, so that's how I know, you know what I'm saying? That's my day one, you know what I'm saying? That's loyalty right there. So, yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to take one more question right there in the blue.
For me, it's not really a question, but a statement. The production world is vastly different than the rap world. There's not so much competition, but there's more camaraderie in the beat community than there is in the rap community. That's where you find your loyalty at among your peers.
Yeah, I would say that.
No, we competitive too. No.
Yeah,
it's both. It's both
yeah,
though.
Nah, some people are competitive, but like once you like me and him, like like it's just like, okay, cool, what's up? What we working on? You know what I'm saying? But you got people out here who will really dish you and don't want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll work with you right now because you up, but when you down, they gonna not pick up that phone, act like they don't even know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta find your producer squad. That's what I call it.
That's real.
Cool. Give these men a round of applause. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you how you guys use the beats, telling your story. Very inspirational, man. Wish you guys all the best in the future.
Same.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm an artist, and any producers that want to work,
I like that. Value,